Hello, welcome back uh, again to the uh, discussion regarding the travel wave tube. So, in the last video lecture, we have discussed regarding the basic of a traveling wave tube, basics structure as well as the what is happening inside the structure of a traveling wave tube. And we have that also we have discussed the 3 points, three important points that uh, the electrons that is being entering the helix at the zero field, they are not affected by the signal wave. Similarly, the electrons entering the helix at the accelerating field are accelerated, and those at the retarding fields are decelerated. Okay, so this 2 point is very important in this uh, point of uh, in this point related to the what you called as traveling wave tube. So let me bring the another. I'll redraw the structure, the same structure only, but I will just redraw for explanation point of view regarding the what you called as a working of a traveling wave tube amplifier. Okay, already I had drawn this one. I just bring this figure in the upper part. Okay, I'll just copy this figure. Just bring this figure to the upper page, upper position. Okay. One minute. I'll paste it. Okay. Just I'll paste it. Good. Okay. So here. So this is nothing but heat. 1 minute. Okay. So as you know, this is nothing but the structure of what you called as a travel wave tube, what already I have explained in the previous structure. Also any structure you can write it, but this is for only for the explanation point of view. I have read on this figure again. Okay. So you know it consists of the coil. This is the helical coil, which is called as a slow wave structure, indicated here. The RF input that we have been giving, which consists of both two parts, what is the positive half cycle as well as negative half cycle, and the amplified RF output will be taken from the other section of the helical tube. We are giving a attenuator here. I will write all those things. You can see that the focusing plate, in order to bring the spreading, in order to maintain the move electrons into a sharper beam. We are having the heater as well as cathode that will generate the which is called as electron gun, okay, which is mainly utilized to generate the electron beam. Okay, so I will just rub this one. So again, you are having two magnets that is indicated in the with the yellow color, which is nothing but north as well as south pole. Okay, anodes, which is called as collector, which will collect the beam of electron or bunched electron beam that is being occurring at the or the electron is being collected across the anode section. Okay, so we can I will just explain this what you called as this thing, the what I have given here, which is minus and positive. Negative plate is connected to the heater and positive is connected to the anode section. So I will just explain how the what you called as your what you called as your travel wave tube amplifier is being working here. So by considering the 3 electron, this is the first electron, second electron, the third early electron, reference electron, the late electron. I will consider the 3 electron, how it is moving and how the bunching is being occurring at the anode section. Okay, we can see that one. So before that, I will just write some of the points related to this one. The first point what I had to indicate is okay, the first point is sorry. So electron beam, you can see that electron beam is being generated by whom? Electron beam is generated by the electron gun. Okay, that consists of both heater as well as the cathode. This is the heater, what I have indicated in the green line. Cathode is here. So the combination of this heater and cathode will give the electron gun, which will generate the electron beam. So I will write that first point. I will change the color. Okay. Electron beam is being generated. Electron beam is generated by electron gun. Electron beam is generated by electron gun that consists of heater and cathode. That consists of heater and cathode. Okay. The next point what I have to discuss is so this electron that is being generated by the heater and cathode, that will be spread like this. These electrons are moving towards the anode. That anode is known as collector, what I indicated here. That is, anode will collect the electrons and cathode will generate the electrons. Okay. Electrons, I will write that one, electron are moving, electron that is being generated by the electron gun are moving towards where? Towards the anode. This anode is known as collector. Okay. So what does the anode do? Anode collects electron and cathode generate electron. Okay, cathode will generate the electron. Clear? That is the second point what I have to discuss here. So now what we have done, negative terminal of the battery is being connected to the electron gun and positive terminal of the battery is connected to the anode terminal. You can see that negative is connected to the electron gun and positive is being connected to the what is called as anode, otherwise called as collector terminal. That is, negative terminal of battery, negative terminal of battery is connected to where? Is connected to electron gun and next point is positive terminal of battery is connected to anode terminal. Okay, that is clear. So those electron that is being generated at the electron gun, you can see that these are the electron that is being generated at the one minute I will write. These are the electron that is being generated by at the this one. Those electron that is being generated by the electron gun is focused by you are having the focusing plate. It is being focused by the focusing plate. So focusing plate, that is focusing the electron beam that is being generated by the what does this focusing plate do? It does the electron beam, or it will make the electron beam to be focused sharply. Okay, that is being generated by the electron gun, or it will focus the electron beam that is being generated by the electron gun. Okay, so the electron that is being generated, or the generated electron, will be in different direction. You can see that the generated electron by the gun, heater and cathode, will be in the different direction, and this is being focused in the direction as a sharp beam. That is why I have written here, right? I have indicated as arrow mark, a sharp beam. Okay, so I will write that one. The next point, that is what I had drawn. Those electron generated at electron gun is focused by focusing plate. Focused by focusing plate, that is focusing plate that is focusing plate will focusing the, that is focusing the electron beam, focusing the electron beam generated by the electron gun. That is generated by the what you call as a generated by the electron gun, by the electron gun. That is electron generated, or generated electron will be in different direction. That is I will write, because generated electron will be in different direction, that I have indicated there, will be in different direction. And focusing plate, what does it do? And focusing plate focus the electron as a sharp electron wave, or focusing plate will focus the electron, focusing plate will focus the electron, focus the electron direction, electron direction as sharp beam. Okay, focus the electron as sharp electron beam, that I have indicated in the arrow mark, as an arrow mark. Okay, you can see that one. Here I indicate as the arrow mark. That is clear. So what happens, this sharp electron beam? So this sharp electron beam, that is indicated as what is called as a arrow mark, will travel through the slow wave structure. You can see that one. 1 minute, I will change the color. It is traveling through this slow wave structure of coil. You can see that this is a coil. So this electron, the sharp beam, that will be passing through the what you called as a slow wave structure. You can see that it is being passing through the it is being passing through the slow wave structure. You can see that it is being passing through the slow wave structure. Sharp electron beam is being passing through the slow wave structure. Okay, of coil. This is the coil, helical coil, and and it is keeping and not only that, it is having an attenuator. You can see that a 2 attenuator is the which is be indicated in the violet color. I have indicated a violet color. This electron will be focus, a sharp electron will be moving towards the Schroeder structure in the helix. You are having an attenuator. Coil have an what you call as a have an attenuator. This attenuator is mainly utilized to bound the focus of electron, which is getting travel in the anode direction, which is getting travel in this direction or in the anode section. Okay. So for this attenuator is mainly used to bound the focus of electron, which is getting travel in the anode direction. So I will write that one. What I told you. Change the color. So the sharp electron will be traveling through the slow wave structure of the coil and has an this coil have an attenuator of coil. Next light time, right? An attenuator is used here in the sense in traveling wave to what called as to bound what you called as focus of electron which is getting travel in the what direction? In the anode direction, in the anode direction. I think it is clear. I think it is clear for you. It's not. So the next section is you are having a magnet. You can see that a magnet which is being kept at the both end, which I indicate as north and south pole. They are kept to generate the magnetic field. Okay, I will write here. I'll write with like this. Okay, a magnet is this magnet will generate the magnetic field like this in this direction. This is nothing but magnetic field. Okay, what I indicate is nothing but the magnetic field. This is magnetic field. So it will the magnetic field will move in the from north to south pole. Okay, so magnets are kept here to generate the magnetic field, and that is why we are utilizing to have amplification of signal which is giving at the RF input, and the amplified signal and the signal which is being amplified will be collecting at the RF out, that is amplified out. Okay, so magnets are kept here to generate the magnetic field, and we are utilizing this magnetic field to have an amplification of the signal which is being given in RF input section of the coil, and the signal is amplified inside the traveling wave tube, which will be collected, or the amplified signal will be collected, or the which is collecting the amplified version of the RF signal in the RF output out. So I write that also. I think it's clear for you how the magnetic field is being created. Okay. So the next point is magnets are kept. Magnets are kept to generate the magnetic field. To generate the magnetic field, and that is why we are utilizing what? We are utilizing to have amplification of signal, which is given in RF input, which is given in to RF in, clear, which is given in RF in, and the signal in amplified, and the signal is I'll write, and the signal is amplified, okay, and the signal is amplified and will be collecting, and the signal is amplified and will be collecting amplified version of the RF signal, and will be collecting the amplified version of the RF signal over RF out. Clear? We can see how it's function, how the traveling wave to function. I don't know if it is clear for you, or in order to understand how the traveling wave to function, I will just consider the 3 electrons, okay, or in order to understand how the traveling wave to is being functioning, I will consider the 3 electrons, and based upon that I will explain to you. Okay. So in general, the continuous electron beam is generated, and that electron beam will move in the direction of anode. That already you know. Okay. That I will write. You can see that one. A continuous electron beam is being generated by the electron gun, and that electron beam will be move in this what called as in the direction of anode. Okay. So that I will again write here. Continuous electron beam is generated, and that electron beam will move in the direction of anode, or move in the direction of anode. Clear? Continuous electron beam is generated, and that electron electron beam will move in the direction of anode. So next I will consider 3 electron. Consider 3 electron. I will call this as first electron, second, third. That is first, second, and third electron. The first electron I have indicated here. This is the first electron. The first electron I will call as early electron. This is the first electron I will call as early electron. the last electron, that is electron number 3, is called as lead electron. So these electrons are moving in the anode direction. Okay. So through RF, through here we will give the RF signal through this input. We will give the RF signal at the input side, and from this coil, from the same coil, we will collect the RF out at the RF output pin like this. Okay. I will write that one. That is 1 minute. Just verify that one. Yes. I have given 3 electrons. The first electron is called as, that is electron number 1, but called as early electron. And the last electron is called, that is electron number 3, lead electron. Okay. So these electrons are moving towards the anode section. So these electrons are moving, these electrons are moving towards where? Towards anode section. That is clear to you. Okay. At the same time, I written writing here, at the same time what we are giving, RF input signal, RF input signal is given to RF in, RF or input side from coil. I will write RF in or input side of the coil, and collect RF out at the output section, and collect the RF out at the output section. I think it's clear for you. So this is the working function how I am explaining here. I will just apply a weak AC signal here. You can see that a weak signal I have applied here. This is weak AC signal is applied at the where RF in. Okay, AC input signal is be applied at RF in. It has got 2 parts. One is called as positive part, another one is called as the negative part. Okay, that you already know. Weak AC signal, AC input to the RF is being given to the RF input signal. It consists of 2 parts, positive half cycle as well as negative part. Positive part is called as positive half cycle and negative part is called as negative half cycle. So what happens into the positive half cycle, that we have to keep in mind. Okay. So during the positive half cycle, electron that is been travel in the direction of anode, because of this, the slow wave structure, these electrons are accelerated towards anode because of positive voltage which is B that we are given in RF in. Okay, it is being accelerated during the positive half cycle. So first of all, what we are doing, we are giving a weak signal, a weak AC signal at RF in. As I told you, it has got 2 parts, positive part called as positive half cycle, this is called positive half cycle, The second part is called as negative half cycle. Okay. During the positive half cycle, what happened? The electron in the direction of anode, that has been traveling in the direction of anode, because of the slow wave structure, the electrons that has been traveling in the direction of anode. So, because of the slow wave structure that is being utilized in the traveling wave 2, these electrons that is being traveling towards the anode are accelerated towards the anode itself, because of the positive half cycle or positive voltage what we are giving to the RF in. Okay. Clear? That is clear to you. So, there will be a magnetic acceleration will be there, which is happening to this electron. I have indicated here. A magnetic acceleration is there, which is happening to this electron. Why? Because the reason is we have kept a magnet with the north and south pole. That is the magnetic field I indicated here. This is the magnetic field direction. So, magnetic field direction will be from like this, from north to south. So, there will be a magnetic acceleration that is happening to this electron, which is being traveling towards the anode, which is being accelerated because of the positive voltage given to the RF in. Okay. So, the magnetic field direction will be in this direction. Okay. Other direction, for traveling of electron, we will have velocity direction. This direction is nothing but velocity direction, that is I indicated here, velocity direction V. This direction is nothing but velocity direction, that is velocity of electron. You can see that velocity direction. Okay. So, I will write that point, and afterwards I will discuss the further things related to this one. I will write here, because at the same time RF input signal is given to the RF in input side of the coil and collect RF out at the output section. Okay. I will just bring this figure again down. Just a second. Okay. We will see the understanding of the function. Understanding the function, how it is being working. Okay. So, first what we are given, we will write with another. What we have given? We have given a weak AC signal at the RF in. Okay. It has two parts. What called as positive part as positive half cycle and negative part as negative half cycle. Clear? So, what we can see what will happen during the positive half cycle and during the negative half cycle. So, during positive half cycle, what it does? So, during positive half cycle, electron travels in the direction of anode. Electron travel in the direction of anode because of slow wave structure. The electrons are accelerated. The electrons are accelerated towards the anode. The electrons are accelerated towards the anode. Okay, that is electron travel in the direction of anode. Because of slow wave structure, the electrons are accelerated towards the anode because of the positive voltage what we are given, because of the positive voltage what we are given towards the RF field, towards the RF field. Okay. Next, what I have given, magnetic acceleration will be there. Next point is magnetic acceleration why will be there. A magnetic acceleration will be there, which will happen to this electron because of the magnet. Because of the magnet. Okay. So the magnetic field direction will be from north pole to south pole. Magnetic field direction is from from north pole to south pole, as shown. Okay, as shown in the figure. So in the other direction, what it has? It has the velocity of electron, or which is called as velocity direction, that I have indicated V. Okay. In the other direction, it have velocity of electron called as velocity direction, called as velocity direction. Okay. So that is the thing that I have indicated here. You can see here. That is this one. Okay, V. Okay. So force on this electron during the positive half cycle, we call this as accelerating force, and is given by F is equal to Q into V cross B. I will write that one. Force that is being acting on the electron, that is being moving towards the anode section during the positive half cycle, is called as accelerating force. Just I will bring this diagram also down. Already I had drawn for this diagram because for the explanation part. So I will bring this lower section, lower side. Okay. What I told. The next point is the force on this electron during the positive half cycle, what is called as accelerating force, is called accelerating is force. Okay. And that is given by, as per the equation, F equal to Q into V cross B. Q into V cross B. This is nothing but accelerating force, F is nothing but the accelerating force, Q is nothing but a charge, V is nothing but velocity, that already you know, we already know it is nothing but the magnetic field. Okay. So force that is been happening on the electron charge during the positive half cycle will have an accelerating force. Force happening on the what you call as on the electron charge during positive half cycle we have accelerating force. We have anyway I have written the once more, anyway no problem. Force that is happening on the electron charge during positive half cycle we have accelerating force. Now we should see something regarding the negative section. Okay, 1 minute. What I have to tell is one more thing what I have to tell related to this one is because of what you call it as because of the direction of electric field and magnetic field, you are having the electric field as well as magnetic field is perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So the path that is being followed by the electron is a sine wave during the general case. Okay, so that also I will write here. 1 minute. What I told what I told because of direction, because of the direction of electric field and magnetic field, which is perpendicular, which I will write that like perpendicular, which is perpendicular to the direction of propagation to the direction of propagation the path followed by electron wave is a sine wave. It's a sine wave. Okay. So this is the thing that is happening in the what you called as I will draw that one, how the sine wave is coming and all those things. Okay. This is the thing what is happening during the positive half cycle. And now we can see during the negative half cycle, during the negative half cycle. So during the negative half cycle, your force is nothing but Q into V cross P, but the potential that is happening in the electron, that will be making a retardation force on the electron. That is, so during negative half cycle we have resistive force. During the positive half cycle we have what you call as accelerating force, whereas during the negative half cycle we have resistive force. So during the negative half cycle what happens? We have F equal to Q into V cross B, but the that is happening in electron will be making a retardation force, will be making a retardation force on the electron, will be making a retardation force on the electron. So during negative half cycle we have what is called as negative resistance force. We have resistive force. We have resistive force. Clear? I think it is clear for you. Clear? So what I will do it, I will give a note to you, a small note. So what happens? The accelerating force, what happens? There is two forces there. What is the accelerating force and the one is the resistive force. The accelerating force, the velocity of electron increases, and what you call as resistive force, velocity of electron decreases. Okay, velocity of electron decreases. So what this is mainly because of lower down velocity at the end. So the electron travel at the end, which is what you call as bunched. All the electron that is being moving through the helical path will be bunched at the final section. Once during the bunching happens, the gap between the electron will reduces as it move further. So the RF output will have an at the final case, the RF output will have an amplified output signal. Okay, so I will write here the note. The accelerating force, what we are having, the accelerating force, because of accelerating force, what happens? Velocity of electron increases, and because of resistive force, what happens? Velocity of electron decreases. So due to this, what it will do? It will lower down velocity. Okay, it will lower down the velocity. And what happens at the final section in the structure, and finally the bunching will be occurs. Okay, that's the case what I had to tell you. So because of lower down velocity, at the end, and hence I will write at, you will also write the same thing. So I will write at the end, hence the bunching occurs. Hence the bunching occurs. So what happens? Electron that is being travel, and when it is reaching over the other side at a time, at that time or at the other end, it will be, the electron will be bunched, and the bunch, all the three electron that will be bunched at the final section. That I will show you. So in this case, you can see that the 3 electrons is moving. Here you can see that you are having 3 electrons. The gap between the electron reduces as it travel further towards the anode section. The electron that is travel velocity of what you call as a velocity will be lowered down at the end, and hence what happens, what you call as the bunching will be occurs at the final case. So you can see that once it moves from this coil to this coil, this coil to this coil, what happens, the gap between the electron will be goes on reduces. Okay, once it reaches here, again the gap reduces. Once it reaches here, again once it reaches here, it will be like this, and finally when it reaches here, it will be in the form of electron bunch. So this is nothing but electron bunch. Okay, so electron travel, and when it is reaching over here at this portion, at a time it will bunch here, that is all the 3 electrons, 1 2 3 electrons will be bunched here. Okay, that is it is being progressed in the slow wave structure. The electron is being progressed in the slow wave structure. Once it is being progressed in the slow wave structure, the gap between the electrons will decreases as it moves further. Okay, and you can take the RF out will have the amplified signal. You can see that the amplified signal, what I indicate is the from the RF out will have the amplified signal. So that also I write here. So because of lower down velocity at the end, and hence the bunching occurs. So during the travel of electron, right, during the travel of electron during the travel, electron gap, I will write as electron gap. During the travel of electron, gap will reduce. I like that is good. For electron, gap between the electron. Okay, gap between the electron will reduce. Okay, and RF output will have amplified output. We have amplified output. Okay, so clear. So the path, once it travels, the path length is increasing during the electron bunching, and that is why it is making a slow wave structure. Okay, the path length is increasing. Sorry, the path length is increasing during the electron bunching, and that is why it is making a slow wave structure. Okay, and that is why it is making a slow wave structure. The path length is increasing during the electron bunching, and that is why it is making a slow wave structure. Okay, we can continue here. 1 minute. I will just bring this down. The path length, electron path length is increasing during the electron bunching, and that is why it is making a slow wave structure. Okay. So the motion of the electron will be completely based on the force which is happens on the electron that is traveling from cathode to anode. That also right. So coil. So I will write coil is a coil. What I told you, the coil is nothing but slow wave structure. Because why the coil is slow wave structure? Coil is slow wave structure Why? Because the path length increases. That is the main reason. Okay. So electron is been traveling. That is why electron that is traveling from anode to cathode. Okay. That is the path length is increasing during the electron bunching, and that is why it is making a slow wave structure. And once it travels from cathode to anode. Okay. So that I will write up here. Okay. Only that one. So as I told, the motion of electron, the electron motion is completely based on force which happens on the electron that is traveling from cathode to anode. That is traveling from cathode to anode. Okay, motion of electron is completely based on force which happens on the electron that is traveling from cathode to anode. So some more case I will write here. I will write some more points. What I will write? So bunching occurs. So I will bring this section. 1 minute. So normal case, you can see that the electron are actually linear in motion during the first view, or it is not from the top view. During the first condition, the electrons is being linear. If you are seeing from the from this direction, it is clear that the electrons are actually linearly moving towards the cathodes. Okay, that is from the front view. If you see that from the front view, the electrons are actually linearly moving towards the cathode, so towards the collector or towards the anode. So the electron flow is also continuous. Okay, that also I write here. From the front view, electron are actually linearly moving towards collector, linearly moving towards the collector. Okay, so what I will just take this figure down. Just wait, and just bring this figure down, and directly I will write, so that will be simple for you. For time being, let it be there. Okay. I think it's clear. From the if you see from the front view, the electrons are actually linearly moving towards the collector, or otherwise called as anode. So actual velocity is lower than the velocity which is being progressed in the, that also I read. The actual velocity of electron that is being moving will be lower than the velocity which is being progressed in the electron. That is electrons which is observing in the direction. That is velocity is less than the velocity which is there with the phase with the velocity that happens to the electron. Okay, so that also I will write. Coil is slow wave structure. Coil with slow wave structure. So actually, why the coil is slow wave structure? Actually, what happens? Velocity is slower than the velocity which is progressed. In the direction of anode. In the direction of anode. So that is nothing but the velocity that is observing in that direction of the anode. Okay. So velocity is lesser than the velocity which is there with the phase. Which is there with the phase with velocity, which is there with the phase with velocity that happens to these electrons. That happens to these electrons. Okay. So I will, that is the case of front view. I will take with the top view. Just I have drawn here. Otherwise I will draw the diagram once more. That is good. Okay, like this it will goes. 1 minute, I will draw it properly. Okay. So normally we are having 3 electrons. So we are having, I will write 3 electrons, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. This electron will be propagated like this. I will draw the trajectory, electron trajectory. It will, 1 minute. The electron trajectory will be like this. Okay. So what happens? These three electrons is separated by a distance. You can see that one. These 3 electrons is separated by a distance. During the positive half cycle is coming. That is I am telling with the top view. These electrons are being accelerated. There will be an acceleration force. That is why there will be increase in velocity. So what happens? I had drawn this electron trajectory here. The distance between this electron gap start reducing. Once like that. Once it moves towards the conductor section, the distance between the 2 electrons goes on reduces like this. 3 electrons. And when it reaches here, the electron bunch occurs. Electron bunch. Okay, and you can take it from the RF output. This amplified signal can be taken from the RF output. So this is the electron trajectory. Okay, that is during the positive half cycle. What happens? 3 electron that is separated by distance. Positive half cycle, once the positive half cycle is coming, the electrons are accelerated. There will be accelerated force. That is why that will result in an increase in velocity. So I have drawn the trajectory curve. So electrons are facing increasing velocity during positive half cycle, and electrons are facing decreasing velocity during negative half cycle. So this process will be continuous. What happens? It will continuous, and there will be a retardation force will be there, and the electron flow will be continuous here. In the second section also, during the negative half cycle also, you are having the 3 electrons, 1, 2, 3. So if I draw the electron trajectory, the electron will in the negative half cycle, what happened? Consider the same figure. I am considering the same figure, this figure. The negative half cycle also, I am considering the same figure like this. The electron will now with the 3 electrons moving. The electron will move with the 3 electrons, that is moving towards anode. Because of magnetic field, it has the same trajectory. So because of the magnetic field that we have applied here, it has the same trajectory, but it will comes after a delay only, after a certain delay. You can see that. Same trajectory it will have. It will goes on reducing this one. Okay, reducing the distance between the electrons, and finally when it reaches here, the electron will be bunched. Okay, clear? So electron travel in this direction, acceleration in the direction as it gives the increase in velocity. That is why giving a reduction in the, once there is increase in velocity, there will be a reduction in the gap between the electrons once it travel through the this path. So what happens means the path length is increasing. So this path length is increased path length. That is why it is making a slow wave structure, and the motion is completely based on the force which is happening on the electron which is traveling from that already I have written. That is the force, or the motion is completely based on the force. Motion of electron is completely based on force which is happened on the electron that is been traveled from cathode to anode. So in the magnetic acceleration is mainly due to the electron. The reason is the magnetic field. For example, if I am taking the 16 electron here, 1 minute. If I am taking the 16 electron, I will just show you that one. If I am taking the 16 electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 in first section, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 16 electrons. Okay. So what happens once it travels through the slow wave structure during the positive half cycle? The first 8 electrons will be bunched during the positive half cycle. During the positive half cycle, first 8 electrons will be bunching, and it will be delayed by another 8 bunched electron during the negative half cycle. Okay, it is been delayed. This is the first during the positive half cycle. It is been the 8 electrons is being bunched together, and during the negative half cycle, it is been delayed. During the negative half cycle, the 8 electron will be another 8 electron will be bunched, which is having the same electron trajectory because of the magnetic field. The 8 electron will be bunched, but it is been delayed. So bunching of electron results in the amplification, and the RF output can be taken, or the amplified signal can be taken across the RF section of the RF out from the what you call as your helical structure. Okay. So negative half cycle. 8 electrons will be bunched during the negative half cycle, and 8 electrons will be bunched during the positive half cycle. So magnet will generate the magnetic field. This magnet will prevent the what you call as a spreading of electron also. So that also I will write here. What I told you, the Slovak structure and all those. Okay, okay. So this is from the top view. 3 electrons separated by a distance. Okay, separated by a distance. So during positive half cycle, that is from top view, electrons are accelerated there will be accelerative force that is why it is resulting in increase in velocity. That is why it is resulting in increase in velocity. Okay. So that is increase in velocity. So electrons are facing electrons are facing increasing velocity during positive half cycle, and during negative half cycle electrons are facing decreasing velocity. Only thing you have to keep in mind is if I have having the 16 electron, the 8 electrons will be bunched during the positive half cycle. It is been delayed by some amount, and another 8 electrons will be bunched during the negative half cycle. Okay. So what happens? The electron process is continuously happening. Electron flow, or the I will write process in the sense means electron movement of electron is continuously happening. So there will be retardative force, there will be retardation force. Electron flow is continuous. Electron flow is continuous. So electron in the negative half cycle considering with the same figure, because of magnetic field it will have the same trajectory. Okay, electron will move with the, that is considered with the same, consider with the same 3 electron. Okay, electron will moving towards anode, electron move towards anode because of magnetic field facing same trajectory. Okay, that is electron travel in this direction of acceleration, which gives increase in velocity. That is why that also I write electron travel in the anode direction comma acceleration gives increase in velocity. So once there is increase in velocity, what happens? The distance between the electron reduces. That is why it gives reduction in gap between electron. Okay, that is why there is a gap between reduction in gap between the electron. So because of that, what happens? The path I will bring this again down. One minute, I will just delete this one. So I think this figure I have explained just now. Just delete this also. Okay. That is why it gives reduction in gap between the electron. Okay. So what happens? Finally, the path length is increases. The path length is increasing. This path length is increasing in length. That is why it shows a slow wave structure. That is why it is making a slow wave structure. So as I told you, motion is completely based on force which is happening on the electron which is traveling from cathode to anode. Okay, so electron flow is also continuous here. Okay, keep in mind electron flow is continuous in this case. So if you are having 8 electrons, if you that also I will write. So magnetic acceleration is happening. The reason is because of magnetic field only. Okay, I will write also magnetic acceleration is happening to this electron. These are some of the points of happening to this electron. Reason for this, that is reason is for this is due to magnetic field. Okay, so if there are 16 electrons, what happens? 8 electron will bunch during positive half cycle, and another 8 electron will bunch during negative half cycle, which is being delayed, by some amount, which is being delayed by some amount. So the result is amplification of RF signal at the RF out. Okay, the result is amplification of RF signal at the RF out. So this is nothing but the working of what you called as how the electron is being taken place, bunching in a what you called as traveling wave tube amplifier, and how the amplified signal can be taken from the RF output section of the traveling wave tube amplifier. So I think the notes as well as the explanation what I have explained to you will be clear. If you read this one, I think it will be more clear for you people. Okay. So I am closing here this video. We will see the mathematical analysis of the traveling wave tube, that is the amplification process mathematically, in the next video lecture. Okay, thanks.